What's going on, guys? Doug Censor Martin here, and today we're going to be doing a class setup video. So I'm going to give you guys the best classes to use in Advanced Warfare, starting with the BAL-27. This is hands down the best gun in the entire game, most versatile, overall best weapon in the game. So I have it actually copied to my classes, and this is what I like to use. I'll use a BAL with the red dot sight, foregrip, and quick draw. So what I like to do is obviously have a red dot, and then it's pretty self-explanatory. Foregrip, vertical foregrip to reduce recoil on your gun. And then quick draw is to aim in faster, so when you get in a gunfight, you can aim your gun faster. And then going over to the perks, I use lightweight and low profile. Lightweight is so you move faster, and low profile, invisible to UAVs, tracking grounds, and exo ping. So I know if any of you guys are competitive players, exo ping is actually a banned perk, but when I'm pub stomping, I don't want a UAV in the air to reveal my location and to let the other team know where I am, because I want to be able to get as many kills as possible. I want to be the best player in the lobby. I want to, just get a lot of kills, get a lot of points, and rank up fast. So I figure low profile is the best perk to use because UAV is the most popular perk in Call of Duty. Everyone uses it, and you're bound to have games. So definitely low profile is a good perk. Now for perk 2, I don't like to use anything, and this is where it gets interesting because honestly, all of these perks aren't that good. We'll go through peripherals, increase minimap coverage, take out enemies without displaying their death location. Okay, that's pretty cool. If you kill somebody, there's not a skull on the map so they see where he is. Blind eye, undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. That's actually a pretty good perk, but at the end of the day, if you're pub stopping and you're good, you're probably not going to have too many really high score streaks called up against you, so I don't think Blind Eye is really a necessity in Advanced Warfare. Then Cold-Blooded, immune to thermal, target enhancer, threat grenade, and enemy callouts, no name or reticle, color change when targeted. That's also a good perk, so if I was to use a perk 2, I'd probably use Cold-Blooded, but honestly, it's not really that needed. Then Gung Ho, fire whilst a ridiculous perk. I don't think it's necessarily acquired in Call of Duty. It's obviously cool if you could slide and shoot your gun at the same time, and if you're sprinting, you could shoot too. But I don't really think it's a necessity in the game. And then Fast Hands is obviously another good perk, but overall, I think that there's other perks that are more important, and I'm going to get into that now with perk number 3. Toughness, flinch less when shot. This is an absolute must. When you're in a gunfight, most of the time, your gun's going to shoot up in the air, so toughness makes it so that you flinch less, and it's pretty self-explanatory, flinch less when shot. It's an absolute necessity when you're playing. When you're in a gunfight, it's going to help you dramatically win the gunfight. And then Scavenger is what I like to use in pubs, because Scavenger says start with extra magazines and resupply bullet ammo from fallen enemies. This has been in every single Call of Duty. Scavenger is definitely a necessity. If you're going to be using the BAL, it's the best gun in the game. You don't want to run out with ammo and then pick up a shotgun and try to run around the map like Killa and throwing smokes and trying to get kills that way. The best thing to do is to just have your gun, have the ammo in it the entire time, and if you go on a kill streak, you can just run over a body and pick up more ammo for your gun. So that's what I like to use. If I wasn't going to use Scavenger, I would say Blast Suppressor, because when you're using your exo abilities and you're doing double jumps and you're sliding and you're strafing, you don't show up on the mini-map. So if you guys haven't noticed when you're playing the game, if you're doing double jumps in the air, there's a little ping that goes out when you do a double jump, so it kind of shows your location and reveals where you're going on the mini-map, which gives away a little. The best thing you want to do is have the most ammo for your gun, have the best gun in the game, the best attachments, and then when you're getting in a gunfight, you don't want to be getting any flinch when you're shooting at somebody. So that's what I like to use. This is like an incog class where people can't see you with the UAV or score streaks, and you have enough ammo in your gun to go on a high kill streak. So moving forward to the score streaks, UAV is obviously one of the most important score streaks if you want to pub stomp. And I like to use actually an extra attachment on my UAV. I use threat detection. It says paint enemies with each sweep of the UAV. Basically what it does is every time the UAV comes out, you could see the enemy on the map. It's sort of like an oracle mode, and it shows the triangle of where they're going as well. So every time the UAV is going up, you could see where the enemy is on the map for that split second. So the UAV filters through the mini-map for like, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So as it's doing that, when you're playing and you're moving around the game, you can actually see the enemies through the walls. You could see them jumping, you could see them running, you could see them laying down and camping. So it's definitely a really good attachment to have on your UAV. That costs 700 points. But what I used before that is System Hack, and I don't have any extra things on System Hack, but what it does is basically like a counter UAV, an anonymous cyber attack that disables enemy HUD, radar, and reticles, and it's very annoying. If you guys haven't played this game yet, you're going to find out once you play. If you get System Hack, it's one of the most annoying things in the game. You just see this giant skull in the dead center of your screen. You just see the screen going and shaking, and you see like sort of like an old school TV where it's not in focus and it's like all blurred out and there's all those colorful lines. That's what basically goes across your screen for a long time. I think it's like 30 seconds, but don't quote me on that. It's just an extremely annoying perk, so you want to use it. If you can't beat it, join it. So I use System Hack and UAV, and honestly, all of these score streaks aren't things that I've ventured into yet, but I don't think I want to use any of them. Paladin, a manually controlled weapon. Warboard, a remotely piloted aerial attack vehicle. XS1 Goliath, a manually piloted suit. Bombing Run, a manually piloted targeted aerial bombing run. Missile Strike, manual. Vulcan, manual. Aerial Assault Drone, manual. Orbital Care Package is a care package to either get a UAV or a manual assault rifle or assault package. And then Remote Turret, a manually controlled Scorestreak. So I don't really like the score streaks in this game just because when you get a score streak from me and when I'm pub stomping, I want to be able to call on like an airstrike and get a few kills with that, or call on like a helicopter that's going to get kills across the map, and the counter to that is somebody blowing it up with a rocket launcher. But I don't want to be wasting my time in the game using one of these score streaks and trying to maneuver around and killing people. And yeah, it can be beneficial, but at the end of the day, you want to have something in the air shooting or helping you get more kills yourself instead of actually sitting in a corner and risking yourself to die, because everyone wants to get a high score streak, everyone wants to get points and score and rank up, and using these is sort of counterproductive, because if you get into a building and you call on the score streak, who knows, the enemy could spawn on top of you and they could kill you. Or if you call on the score streak, the enemies could be in buildings the entire time, so you have to sit there controlling a little helicopter for 60 seconds straight, and maybe you'll get a few kills, but at the end of the day, it's more important to save your life and save your game when you're running around and you're able to control what you can do. But when you have this in the air, you risk yourself dying, and that's why I don't like to use it, and that's why I really don't like the score streaks in this game. And that's another reason why I double up on my perks and my attachments for my gun. So if you guys haven't noticed, I don't use a second gun, I don't use a pistol, I just have a combat knight there, and I don't have any exo abilities or any exo launchers because I don't think they're necessarily needed. If I want to get into a pub and get kills, I think this is the #1 class for that. This is also the best score streaks to use too. Now for competitive Call of Duty, the rules are going to be changing a lot, and there's going to be a lot of different perks and viable weapons to use. So I can make another class set of video getting into that, but for the meantime, I just want to talk about pub matches. I want to talk about the general audience for Call of Duty, the #1 thing that people are going to look for when they're playing this game. It just came out, and everyone wants to know what the best gun is, the best class is, and I think this is the best class. If I could change anything about this, I would take off foregrip and put on stock, because who doesn't want to strafe when they're pre-aiming their sights? So you could pre-aim and strafe around corners with an assault rifle, you could do double jumps, you could strafe with your exosuit, and you have an overall just badass gun. I would definitely say do that, but I don't think you really need it in pubs. I think grip just makes your shot a little bit better. It obviously stabilizes the gun a little bit more too. So if I was going to change anything about this class, it would be either the grip or the stock. I would change one of those two, but definitely use red dot and definitely use the quick draw, because red dot is just self-explanatory. It just makes it look a little bit smoother, and it's more fun to use as well. And then quick draw, you aim in your gun faster. That's definitely a necessity as an attachment. So that's basically the best gun and the best class to use. I know it's very descriptive, very detailed. I hope I gave a really good analysis of the class and the breakdowns and why I use certain perks and why I don't use other perks as well. But this is the #1 overall gun to use in the game by far. I've tried every single gun. AK-12 is alright, ARX is alright, HBR is okay, IMR is okay, and MK-14 are all good. Definitely every single assault rifle has their pros and their cons, but overall what I found, the Ballot 27 is by far the best. And like I said, you know, all these assault rifles are good. If you guys want to venture off and use other guns, I haven't found any of these guns to be counterproductive. I think you could do well with every single assault rifle, but overall, if you want to have the best experience when you're playing and get the most possible kills, I would definitely recommend the BAL. And for any other, you know, submachine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, heavy weapon specials, they're all good. I mean, the submachine guns are probably the weakest thing in the game, just because mid-range and long-range, it's very hard to kill people. The gun's only good, and my phone's going off in the background, I'm sorry about that, but the guns are only good extremely close. And the problem with submachine guns is that when you're at a point-blank range, and say you're using the KFI, which is one of the best subs, and god damn it, that's annoying the crap out of me. Hold on one second. So if you want to use a submachine gun, the problem with it is that when you're at medium and long range, you're gonna die 10 out of 10 times to a BAL. But when you're at a close range, you have like a 75% chance of winning the gunfight. But even at that range, the BAL you could hip fire someone with this assault rifle and kill somebody using a submachine gun at point blank, even when the gunfight is fair and equal. You still have a chance of killing them with the assault rifle. So I don't like to use submachine guns when I'm playing pubs, because they're just not as viable as an assault rifle. They're just outclassed by the assault rifles. They're the dominant force in this game to be reckoned with. So that's definitely the #1 thing to use in this game. BAL 27, hands down the best gun in the game. And then moving forward to snipers, the MORS is the best one. If you guys watch any of the FaZe Clan montages or follow anyone else in FaZe, all they use is the MORS, the Morse, whatever you want to call it, the S'more, I don't know. But everyone uses this gun. The problem with it though is when you shoot it, it does like a little cock back and it has to like reload the gun right away. So you can't just like shoot and then just cock it back and shoot again. It kind of has to reload and then shoot. So, and also it takes a little bit longer to aim in your sniper rifle as well. So they're a little bit outclassed, but overall the game is balanced. Shotguns are good at close range. At range, they're obviously not good at all, but shotguns can be used in competitive. But if you want to get the highest kills in the game and the most possible kills, you definitely want to use the BAL. It's hands down the best gun. And heavy weapons, I haven't used any of these at all. Any of these light machine guns, I guess you would call these. I never used any of them yet, but I'm sure it's just like every other Call of Duty. A lot of bullets, a lot of damage, but you're extremely slow. And then specials, the heavy shield and the MDL. Launches time detonated grenades. It's probably like a grenade launcher or something, but that sounds pretty cool. Judging off what I've played in this game so far, I've had it for about a week. I've had it 5 days early. All the guns are usually good. You could use all the guns in certain situations. Nothing's too overpowered, but if there's one thing that stands out more than anything else, it's the BAL-27 assault rifle. It's just the most versatile, good fire rate, good range, you know, good power, good accuracy, good recoil. It's just the best overall gun. And for the camo, I like to use the Cryptic Neptune. This is definitely my favorite one. This camo is kind of bland, but it's alright. And Cryptic Ray is alright too, but the gold camo looks like crap in this game, by the way. You guys are going to find out quick. I don't know why they made it so that all you need to do is get 50 kills with no attachments on the weapon for gold camo. That's pretty easy to do. In past Call of Duties, it was extremely hard to get gold, and all of these are a lot harder to get. Like, Digital Urban is 500 headshots. What? In past Call of Duties, you need to do, like, everything to unlock gold, and all you need to do is get 50 kills, no weapons, no attachments on the gun, but you need 500 headshots to get Digital Urban, which is one of the most common camos in all the other CODs, which is very strange. I don't know what direction Sledgehammer Games is going in with that, but I like the Cryptic Neptune camo, and I like the BAL-27 assault rifle with the UAV, the upgraded perks so that you can see the sweep of the Oracle mode on the mini-map every time it goes through, and the system hack because it's just such a nuisance, and it's definitely a good perk to use, and it's not that many points. So if you want to go out there in pubs and you want to get a lot of kills, get that 30 kill streak, whatever the MOAB is in this game. I haven't even found it out yet. It was too hard to get, but if you guys want to get a lot of kills, if you want to rank up fast and you want to do that, this is definitely overall the best class to use in the game. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see more class setup videos, I could really go in depth talking about every single sub. In this game, I've used every single sniper, submachine gun, assault rifle, and shotgun. I've used everything except for the light machine gun. So I could definitely make an in-depth class setup video about every single gun, their pros, their cons, and overall what the best experience is when you're playing the game, just to have the most fun and get the most kills and just enjoy it and get better as a player. So just let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below if you want to see more of this. And this is my first time ever doing a live commentary talking about, not even a live commentary, a class setup video talking about my classes. But yeah, this is the best one in the game. So let me know what you guys think. Please leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you want to see more of this, all you have to do is comment down below and say, hey, I want to see more of this, and I'll definitely read the comments and see what I can do. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, this is your boy FaZe Censor Martin, and I'm out. Peace.